we'll do the fulfillment stages real fast. I think this should make you money. If it doesn't, something is wrong. Like this should definitely make you money. Let's do 4 stages. Okay, boxes are too big. Fill this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So these are the fulfillment stages, and these are kind of generic, but I think it'll make sense for you. If you're using Asana or Trello, or even Slack channels, or just a good old-fashioned Excel sheet or something like that, either of those is okay. This is really to segment fulfillment so that you know what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, stuff like that. The first phase of fulfillment is getting paid, without a doubt. Like, you cannot fulfill an order that you do not have. Tesla does not build your car assuming that you're going to buy it. You pay, and then we start doing it, kind of thing. I'm assuming that your client has already paid, so I'm not going to include that as a step, right? The first step is getting the forms. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you need to get those forms: the onboarding form, the soap opera sequence form, the storytelling form, the access form, the perfect follow-up form, whatever it is. It's just getting the forms. You can do that by texting them, emailing them, or having a pretty fancy schmancy onboarding area. And that's what I have for my agency right now. And I don't want to share the niche, even though some people know it. Please don't share it, right? I'm just trying to build this independent of the group. But getting the forms, getting them to fill them out, having the next step, just like a plastic surgeon, lawyer, doctor, accountant, like, hey, give me your forms, give me your forms, give me your forms. So getting them the forms and getting them to do it in a way that's like not forever, right? Ideally, you get the forms in 24 hours. This is like a good fulfillment turnaround time. Right now, our form time is like 3 weeks. Bad, right? Then the next stage is building a campaign. And for me and my offer and what I'm doing, that includes customer research. So we literally do an ask campaign to our clients list, to their future customers and clients, all that stuff. If you're curious about it, I go over all this inside of the Inner Circle, which I can help you actually land and keep your $2,000 a month clients. We've had people go from 9K to 21K, people go from 0K to 10K. In the middle of Corona, they're doing an extra $150,000 a year. If you're interested in that, just hashtag IC. If not, that's okay too, no pressure. Louis or Brett will reach out and take a next step. But the first step here is getting the forms filled out. The second step is building a campaign and custom research. And you want the custom research to go live. And this should be done, again, within 24 hours. And by live, I mean like it's sent to the client and approved. Assuming everything is filled out correctly, right? Assuming everybody's been paid as they should be, assuming everybody done it the way it's supposed to be done, my white label will get all the information and be building the campaign immediately. Building a custom research campaign will probably take an hour at the most, right? Assuming everything is done correctly. Load up those emails, build it out, do the targeting, we're good. While that's happening, he's also building out the actual ad campaign or his templates loaded up into my client's account or the ad account. So build the campaign, custom research go live, plus approved within 24 hours. I'll bet you dollars to donuts, we could probably shrink this to maybe 12. If we're on point, if I hire the right people, if we have good steps, we could turn the onboarding to custom research live within 12 hours. So they pay like Thursday night at like 6 p.m. We could have everything up and running Friday at 6 a.m. I believe we could do that if we have like international time zones and stuff like that, which is kind of like what you have to deal with now because VAs and client expectations, Amazon, stuff like that. From that, we have to wait 3 days and then send the client the actual Facebook ad with the offer plus approval. So the actual Facebook ad itself is, this is what we do in exchange for money, sign up, buy my stuff, right? While that's happening, as a side effect, we've built out the automatic follow-up. We use High Level now to do that kind of thing. I am thinking about releasing my perfect agency follow-up. I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens. But ideally what happens is they fill out the form within 24 hours of paying me. So day 0, at the end of day 1, we have the onboarding form. At the end of day 2, they've got the custom research and it's live. At the end of day 5, we've got custom research responses and built out the offer. And I have a launch call on day 5. This is like the fulfillment stages. Let me bring this up right here. I would say This is market competitive fulfillment stages. These big four. These big four. I think if your fulfillment takes longer than this, you are not market competitive. I know right now my agency is not. We just have client problems and I just need to be more aggressive. In fact, I'm going to be hiring someone whose only job is to go churn up some interest on my list of 386 or 368 client opportunities and yelling at my clients to fill out their forms. Yeah.